Are you out there? We are back to the Wild Magic Cleric list by popular demand. We're going to roll up 10 more Wild Magic options. So there's 50 effects on here total. This is coming from Sin and Love. We have 17 bad options, 16 neutral, and 17 good. We did 10 of them. We're going to try and remember what they were, but it doesn't matter so much. But yeah, we'll reroll if we get duplicates, and just see what happens. And yes, some people might say, hey, Mark, why don't you just choose the best ones? Because that's not how Wild Magic works. You gotta roll it. You can't just go straight through the list. That's not how it's meant to be done. All right, we're going to start out with a 96. All right, folks, here we go. Is this thing on? Yeah, it's on. Oh, look at that. So fast you can't even read them all if you wanted to. An extra-dimensional dwarf charlatan mining for bits of coins tunnels into your coin purse and steals 10 GP. If you have no money on you, they use their pickaxe to instead steal 1d4 HP. Bad. Yeah, I'd say. And you're wondering, like, extra-dimensional, like... So, does that mean, like, he's a little tiny dwarf that can fit inside a coin purse? Maybe. You know, when you're punching through dimensions, time and space can get pretty wibbly-wobbly. But also, it could just be that it's a full-size dwarf with a pickaxe, right? Like, pickaxe, and he's just mining through the fabric of space-time reality into your coin purse. And as soon as he can open up a small enough hole, he can get the coins out and then patch up that hole in reality, so you're none the wiser. But obviously, if he doesn't hit gold coin, he's going to hit your ass, and you're going to take the damage. So, I think that it tracks. It tracks. Don't overthink it. I just rolled a hundo. 0000. All right. Reroll again on this table twice. Reroll if either gets this result again or gets two results that are either mutually contradictory or would cancel each other out. Yes, there are quite a few that are the like kind of inverse or contradiction of each other. Once you get two compatible results, both of them occur. This is a neutral option. It is. And then it's just like, see, right? Inverse. It's just, they just fit, they cancel. I don't know. That doesn't really cancel, but I think you get my point. That how they just kind of are off by 90 degrees from one another. Or no, they'd be 180 degrees. So it'd be more like this. Like this. That helped. Okay, we're going to roll twice. We got ourselves a 59 and a 73. We're going to go to 59 first. Oh, coming in here, you begin farting fireflies, which is to say flies from the elemental plane of fire. You immediately take 1d6 fire damage, and again at the start of each of your turns for 1d4 round or until remove curse spell is cast on you. Each time, you may attempt a con save roll against your own spell save DC for half damage. If you were wearing clothing or armor when you triggered this surge, then the flies are also trapped in it with you. I would imagine they'd burn through the clothing pretty easily, just like little moth, right? Little fire, and then pop out. Not necessarily setting your clothing on fire unless your DM wants to be an a-hole, which they could do. Scuttling around inside it, imposing disadvantage on dexterity saves and checks for the duration of the effect. Bad. Yeah. All right, we also rolled a 73, so if these don't contradict or cancel, you're going to have both of these effects on this roll here. Stanley found himself face to face with a group of mighty adventurers, interspersed amongst perverts and murder hobos. They confused Stanley, who hypothesized that hacking his way to the unachievable achievement had caused him to glitch all the way into someone's tabletop gaming session. Luckily for him, the DM was a railroader, and so if anyone could help him get back on track, it would be them. Here, Stanley, try jumping into this plot hole I made. Neutral. Yes. That's a good one. So both of those things happen. Adventurers interspersed amongst perverts and murder hobos. I don't know who he's talking about. I don't get the reference. 82. You sprout a tank top. Did we already covered tank top? We did. I'm almost certain we covered tank top because We're going to reroll. 87. You get a loogie stuck in your throat. You cannot speak or cast spells with verbal components until you lose a bonus action to spit it out. Bad. It's gross, more than bad, but yeah, okay. Bonus action, burnt. I like it. Simple. 96. Man, we're rolling high. Extra dimensional dwarf. We already got it. 85. Are my dice loaded? My lord. 85. You puke up an egg that immediately hatches into a full-grown bird. Roll 1d6 to determine the type and effect. 1. A tutwillow. The bird sings, granting you 1d4 bardic inspiration, then flies away. A 2. You get a chicken. The bird spontaneously combusts, leaving behind 1 day's worth of rations. It's pretty good, I'd say. 3. A turkey. The bird explodes, dealing 1d6 fire damage to you and spreading 6 days' worth of rations in a 10-foot radius. That one's probably kind of bad, because you got to pick them up. It's sort of inconvenient. 4. A crow. The bird harmlessly flies away. 6. 6. A cassowary. The bird attacks you using the stats of an axe beak. And finally, 5. Back to 5. Pigeon. The bird defecates. The bird defecates in your eyes and flies away, imposing disadvantage on your next attack roll. So that's a mixture of good, neutral, and bad birds, if I've ever read such a thing. Maybe we can roll below 50 here on one of these. 84. I swear to God. A playing card with 2 interlocking arrows materializes in your hand. A creature holding this card, when attacked, may use its reaction to present the card, reflecting the attack back on the attacker. The card then disintegrates. Reroll if the party currently has such a card. Good. I would say so. What a clever magic item. I wonder what that magical card looks like. Now I just want to see an artist rendition of it. Maybe we could get like an AI artist, to generate a card with 2 interlocking arrows. What would it look like? With the ability to reverse something. I'm fascinated by this. Someone should do that experiment, please. It's social media, right? Someone can do that. I got a 42. An elderly woman manifests in front of the hostile creature nearest you, hits them with a sandal for 1d4 -1 bludgeoning damage, then vanishes. Good. She should throw cats. Throw cats. I'm just saying that would be cool. So I thought of that. It's original. That's my idea. 79. Wow, we are rolling high. You take 3d6 force damage. Bad. In case you couldn't figure it out. Getting hit for 3d6 force damage is bad. Unless you're immune to force damage, in which case it's a pretty neutral option. So there's a lot of variability in this table, clearly. A 96. We definitely just read 96. I cannot believe how jacked up my dice are. Like, this is crazy. That was the extra dimensional dwarf. Oh! It's just a 10. It's a 10. It's a 10. I'm so bad at reading percentile dice. I got a 10 and a 0, right? But that just means 1's 10s and 0 1s. Yeah. Except in the case where you roll a 0 0, which means no 10s, and a 0 means no 1s, and that represents 100. Because 100 does, is 100s, 0 10s, 0 1s. In case anyone else is confused about this, like me. Is this thing on? Yeah. Okay. You immediately begin uncontrollably hypersalivating. Yeah, we had this one. We had hypersalivation. I just rolled 100 again. No joke. 3 zeros. A 69. Need I? Yes. Nice. Nice. That's nice. Yeah. Yeah. All right. 69. Sorry. Everyone thinks it's funny when they say nice, except when you go nice. Then it's less funny then. Huh? Big brain. It's just being creepy. It's creepy then. I won't do it again. The bees keep coming and they don't stop coming. You're doused in some bees keep coming and they don't stop coming. You're doused in some honey and your skin starts buzzing. At the start of each of your turns for 1d4 rounds, you take 1d4 piercing and 1d6 poison damage and move your full movement in a random direction, provoking opportunity attacks. Bad. Okay, I've lost track where we are. We'll do one more here. I don't need this to be too long. People are going to sit through so much. I got a 76. You lose your lowest remaining spell slot. Bad. Yeah, we'll end on a simple one. Sin and Love, right? Thank you so much, as always, for sharing this with us. By the way, Sin and Love generates tons of homebrew content out there. A lot of subclasses, a lot of chaos classes. I dare say Sin and Love is an agent of chaos. Yeah, I dare say that. They're working on a Chaos Paladin, where I'm hoping to do a review of once they got that subclass finished and the Chaos table for them, so we'll get into that as well. I hope you enjoyed, and again, if anyone wants to see more of this stuff, let me know. I mean, how many times can you watch me re-roll something we've already looked at? But I find it fascinating.